Live again. Mike and I decided to take a break, have some coffee, go hang out for a little bit, cool off. Well, there's a bit of a breeze up there. And when we walked back by the org, all of the chalk was gone. And we thought, hey, let's put it back. And then we thought, hey, it's almost 2 o'clock anyway. Well, it's 1 o'clock. It's an hour till 2 o'clock. When their stats have to be in. So let's just hang out for a little bit and see what happens. And then, as soon as we got here, I wasn't live. I didn't have my camera ready. But I shouldn't say I didn't have my camera ready. I was prepping my camera, but I hadn't gone live yet. And I was like, okay, I'll hit my video record. So I did record it. And I have no idea if it picked up any sound. So we will see. But a guy walked by and I looked at him, and he had just previously asked me where the Scientology parking lot was. And I thought, when he was driving, and I thought that's weird that he was asking where the parking lot was. He must be new. This is his first time here. So when he walked past me, and again, I was still setting up my camera, so I was not live for this. When he walked past me, I went, "Are you here for Dianetics or Scientology?" And he goes, "Yeah, Dianetics." And I was like, "Have you already done some Dianetics, or is this your first time?" He goes, "Oh no, I don't know anything about it." And I said, "You probably don't want to go in there." He goes, "Oh, why?" And I explained to him the type of organization it is. And he and I swapped some information, and then he left. And he's going to go do his research on the Church of Scientology and Dianetics. So, kind of crazy. Mike and I had made that decision to come back, and just as somebody was walking in to go get the brainwashed. So, yeah, it was crazy. Like, my heart's beating fast still because it was we had just arrived and I was still setting up, and so again, no idea if the mic picked up anything because I didn't have my pod connected to the phone. It was just picking up the phone sound, and so yeah.
Well,
so we are back.
And you mentioned him, the receptionist signed a contract at 13 years age.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, that was what really got him. Was I said, if you decide to walk in there, you will probably meet a receptionist. She's blonde. Her name is Niana, and when she was 13 years old, she signed a $1 billion contract to work for this place. And his eyes went giant. I mean, he was just like, "What?" And I said, "Yes, they traffic children to work for them, and these children have to sign a $1 billion contract." And I didn't go into all the explanation or anything, but yeah. So we will see. Like I said, we swapped information. I know there's only 2 of you in here, but I'm explaining as though there's people. And I'll explain it again if need be. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. I will, if that video is good, if that video picked up sound, I will put it up on my channel. I'm not sure if it picked up sound or not. And I don't even know where the camera was pointed at. So, because he was walking to the door and I was like, I gotta go catch him before he gets to the door. Anyway, we're gonna hang out till 2 because that's when their stats have to be in. So Mike's charging his phone right now. So if his gets up to a certain percentage, you'll go live.
I get it up over 60%.
Yeah. So if Mike can get his phone up, he'll go live too. Mine just happens to my charger still continues to bump my battery up while it's charging. Well, hi from Olathe. Come on out. Come protest with us. How are you doing today? Let's see. I didn't actually. Let me pull my chat up so I can actually see what it's saying. The YouTube chat is awful on the app. I gotta figure out a different, because it just, you can't read chat on this thing. Okay, let me pull it up here. All I saw was hi from Olathe, so as soon as I can get the chat up on my other phone, I will see what you said. And I'm about to turn on subscriber mode. KSU Hobbit. Hi, KSU Hobbit. How's it going? And if you hadn't subscribed yet, you may have to do that really quick to say hi back. Let's see. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, we were just kind of debating on whether or not we wanted to go live again, because it was like, well, we're just going to hang out for a little bit. Maybe we can just, record.
Or... stats for next week.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I did a little bit more chalking. Not as detailed as I did originally, but you can still read it. It does. So I will turn you around here, and you can see some of my chalk. Okay, so I feel accomplished today. It was one and a partial. So the one left completely. The other one I gave my email address to, and he still went into the course. And I told him, you need to do research on this place.
But at least he's going to.
Yes.
He's opened his mind up, ask questions.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And they give us caution about real personal information.
Hey, Kimmy Mac. Welcome, welcome. So it's not on the live because I wasn't able. Round 2 of Chalktech today. Yes, round 2. Mike and I took a break for a little bit. We went and got a nice coffee and cooled off, rested our legs. And when we were walking back by the org, we saw they had washed all of our chalk off, and we thought, let's fix that. And then we thought we'll hang out till 2, because 2 o'clock on Thursdays when all their stats have to be in. That beeping, I tell you what, I may need to move. That's when all their stats need to be in, is 2 o'clock on Tuesdays. So we thought, hey, we'll hang out. Before I could go live, 2 guys separately walked by me who were coming in for a Dianetics something or another. One was coming in for a course, and the other one was coming in for something Dianetics. And I was able to stop one of them completely. One of them left. He turned around and left when I explained to him that the receptionist that works in this org was trafficked into this organization at 13 years old. And then the other one, I was only able to give him my email address and tell him, contact me. You need to do research on this organization and not take courses. Hi, No Face. How's it going? I channel surf SPTV, so I apologize for not remembering. Yeah, no, it's fine. We are in Kansas City, Missouri. Hopefully my sound's working. I just remembered to attach my pod like right as I was going live, so hopefully it connected properly. But yeah, I was able to stop one person going in for Dianetics today and possibly get another person to.
I wonder how often they have their Dianetics courses.
Yeah.
If they only have them on, maybe they only have them on Thursday at 1:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we could determine that was the case, then we would know when to show up.
But haven't we been here on a Thursday at 1:30?
Uh,
I'll get a lot of information from that one guy about how he was contacted, where, what they told him, all of that.
we got the backlight turned way down to save the power.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever do a tour before you started streaming there? I did, yes. You'll have support from South Carolina. Well, thank you. Thank you, No Face. So yes, I not only did I do a tour, I watched the Dianetics video. I took the personality test. Hello. I talked to the Div 6 director. Her name's Desiree. I think he's heading in for the course. Yep. Oops, just a little static on the chalk. Yeah, they washed the previous chalk off, so I had to kind of, work with what I got. You can still read it. It's just you have to kind of be right up there. And I didn't really. What I should have done is really tried to not chalk kind of where they washed, but I didn't actually realize we were going to be sticking around because we thought it'd just be funny to chalk again, and then we were like, well, it's almost 2:00. We could go live again. So Mike might go live once his battery gets up. It's on the charger right now. So yeah, I did. I was in there several times talking to several of the Sea Org members. That's why I know the story about Niana, the receptionist, signing her billion-year contract at age 13, is because she is the one who told me that. She grew up in the cadet org at PAC, and then signed her billion-year contract at 13 years old and went to the the Estates Project Force and started onto into the Sea Org. Hey, Fluffer! I haven't been able to watch your replay yet. Mike and I were taking a break. Well, I think we were taking a break. We were actually just hanging out, drinking some iced coffee, cooling off, just kind of chilling. And we were gonna both head home, but we saw them wash all the chalk off the sidewalk, and we thought, maybe we should go put all that chalk back down. So we're back, and we're just staying until 2. We just figure we'll try to. No Face, I've done that. I've done the hopscotch board with the OT levels. I did the hopscotch to total bankruptcy. I need to do that again. That one is pretty fun. Yeah, I actually went. Let's see. I went up to. I guess. Let's see. I did. Yeah, I think I went up to like 9 because I put 9 does not exist on the 9. It's like they never heard of Girl Scouts alternate kid activity fund uniforms. You mean instead of that org? How old is Niana now? Niana is in her 30s now. So I'm not exactly sure where in her 30s, but about 20 years ago she signed the contract. So I'd guess, if she signed it at 13, I'm guessing around 33. And that's Niana with an N, not with a D. It's not Diana. It's Diana. And I think because she um, grew up in Scientology, I think she had a lot more like suspicion about people and paranoia and whatnot. She was never super friendly. I mean, she was friendly to me in the sense that like, hi, welcome, welcome and whatnot. Yes, cordial. But she, when I asked her the couple of questions about like the cadet org and the Sea org and stuff like that, you could see her defenses going up. Yeah. OT9 is the invisible square at the end. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we're just kind of hanging out till 2 o'clock, hoping to keep the chalk on the street. So I don't know if that gets counted into their down stats, but if it does, it's funny. This one over here, I actually put, why is chalk so scary? And then truth matters, you can leave, and then the phone number. And that's probably mostly just for the guy who has to wash the chalk off. Like, I wrote that specifically for the person that Mike calls lower conditions Larry.
Well, I wonder if, when he joined the Sea Org to save the planet, if he envisioned himself scrubbing chalk off the sidewalk.
Yeah, I kind of doubt it. OT19 is just a single square with an X over it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so this is a completely unplanned second live today. Did not plan to go live again. But right before I went live, when I was setting everything up, I a guy drove past us and said, "Do you know where the Scientology parking lot is?" And I pointed over there and I said, "It's over that direction." And um, and then I was setting all my gear up and plugging my phone into the charger and all of that, and I had not created the live yet. And I was getting ready to create the live, and he starts. Oh, that's loud. He starts walking past me, and I had my phone on, like, just recording until I was ready to set the live up, just in case, just for safety. So I had my phone recording video, and he walks past me, and I was like, "Are you going in for Dianetics or Scientology?" Or because he didn't know where the parking lot was. So I was like, "Wait a second, is he a Scientologist or is he new?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going in for Dianetics." And I was like, "All right, have you done Dianetics before?" And he was like, "No, I don't even know what it is." And I was like, "Oh my goodness, okay, you do not want to go in there. This is not a good organization." And I explained to him, and I told him about Diana, and yeah, it was all. I explained as much as I could in a short amount of time. We swapped information, we swapped emails, and he left. He didn't go in. So, woohoo! So if that video turned out with sound, I don't know if the sound. I don't know if the sound picked up or not, because I did not have my pod in, and we were away from the camera, so I don't know if it picked up any of the sound. But if it did, I will post that video.
Well, I think your earbud it probably is not picking up my voice.
Oh, I don't know. Can you guys hear Mike or not? Can you go ahead and talk?
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Can you guys hear Mike when he talks? He just said testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's of God. No God to it. No God to it. It's a religion made up by a third-rate science fiction author.
Loud and clear. They said yes, they can hear you.
Okay, well,
My pod was not connected to the phone though, so it was using the phone sound.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to know whether or not if you're talking to someone else, whether or not your earpod is picking up the other person.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let me step back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. Could you guys hear Mike just count to 10 just then? Because we're trying to see like how far away that the AirPod picks up somebody else's voice. He just counted to 10.
I don't know any side. I'm just
Yeah. So just a few minutes ago, a guy walked up. He was brand new. He hadn't gone into the building yet. He was about to start Dianetics course, and he was about to sink a whole bunch of money into an organization that has in the past and possibly still traffics children. Okay, so the little girl, I say little girl, the young woman who sits at the front desk, I don't know if she's there today or not. She's blonde, has glasses. Her name's Niana. Have you seen her at the front desk? Okay. She grew up in what's called a cadet org, where little kids, had to work for a living. They didn't get to play, they didn't get to go to school. They had to work. At 13 years old, she signed her billion-year contract to work for this place. Billion year at 13. She signed her life and subsequent lives away.
That was what she was.
At 13?
And that's why I say I'm very unbiased. So I guarantee you wouldn't be opposed to letting a child choose their gender.
I'm a little.
They're even 10 and 12.
It says,
I don't see how that's okay.
Well,
But it's allowed. That's what I'm saying. It's just everybody's going to be able to do what they want to do.
Yeah, but children cannot consent to stuff like that. I'm not gonna have that conversation with you.
I'm just saying that's a very good comparison because there's a 13-year-old child is what you're saying.
I understand that.
To work, but a 13-year-old child can tell you, "Oh, I want to be classified as a they. I want to be classified as a woman, even though I was born as a man."
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying.
Okay? Why are we fighting for that as well?
Well, we're not here advocating for that.
But you are posting it. To me, that's
because she's not she's not choosing something that is. She is a slave labor. They do not get paid to work here except for they get a $47 a week stipend.
So how are they affording to live their life?
Well, they have you know, like 9 people to an apartment.
Yeah.
And they're given food.
Yeah.
That sounds like college. That sounds college.
Well, college is the last 4 years. And maybe eat ramen for a few years, then you get a job.
Yeah. I mean, it's. No, I get that.
I feel like everybody has to do that.
I understand that, except for that the children that grew up in this, that are now speaking out against it, that's who we're here advocating for. So they have come out and said, speaking out against the abuses that they had in this organization.
The part that gets me is more than one ex-Scientologist has talked about children auditing adults about adult matters.
I hear that, but what I'm saying is, if all this stuff happens, you're not going to stop anything by doing this. Is what I'm saying.
Well, that's your opinion.
Areas like the entertainment industry,
yeah,
you got young kids working in that. They're exposed to things at those young ages that they shouldn't be as well. So why aren't y'all fighting for them too? Because you got a lot of people coming out now talking about what they had to deal with.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
We fight for that because it's the exact same thing. Because these kids are being sexually abused, being raped, and you have men making other young men do sexual acts to other men so they can get power over them and control and manipulate them, so that way they have something in their back pocket to use.
That sounds like something that you have a really strong opinion about, and you should go and protest that.
It don't bother me because it ain't affecting me.
Oh, well, that's your opinion.
I'm just giving you examples of things that
we're here advocating.
We're here advocating. Same thing, but that's a little more extreme because you're hearing about the sexual activities that these kids are exposed to.
So you're
why don't-
just so you're
no, I'm
just
saying,
you're
why
just
don't
judging the
why-
cause that we've
No, I'm
chosen.
not judging it. I'm
Well,
saying
we
it's
only
the
have
same
so
thing.
much bandwidth.
Yeah.
You know, we can't protest everyone. So
This is what we've
Scientology
chosen.
is what we think.
So if someone came to y'all's heart, y'all coming to them about y'all beliefs, would y'all be okay with it?
Say that again.
If someone came as hard as y'all about y'all beliefs, disagree with y'all beliefs,
Uh-huh.
and doing stuff like that, would y'all be okay with it?
Well, for one, I haven't trafficked any children.
If someone was out in front of your house doing that,
You know, the Scientologists.
regardless, what I'm just saying, all of this is just a difference of opinions. Is what I see.
Adult Scientologists, they can choose to do whatever. You know, if Diana had been 23 when she signed rebellion, took her fat track, that would be okay.
Why?
Because she was an adult. At 23, she was an adult.
See, that's another thing.
At 13, you're not an adult.
Well, who made that rule?
Yeah,
That
well,
you're an adult at certain ages.
we're-
See, it's always a lot of gray area with things. Because just because you're a certain age doesn't mean you're mature enough to be an adult. Just because I'm 18 doesn't make me sustain my lifestyle because, I'm an adult now at 18. Just because you're 18 doesn't make you an adult. Doesn't say that you're going to make
maturing to do. I agree.
So that's what I'm saying. How do we?
But you got to draw the
how do you
line
gauge
somewhere.
the level? I've always been a fighter for that because I never understood. You're going to tell me, in this state I'm 16, I can drive. But if I'm in the state of California, I have to wait till I'm 18. See what I'm saying? The rules are all different throughout the world. So just because we're saying person, because I look at other species.
My question
we're the
to you.
only species that keeps our kids in
My
the house
question to
until
you
they're 18.
is, why stop and get so riled up about something
I'm not
that
getting
we're
riled up.
that
Well,
we're?
actually, the reason because I feel like this is bullying.
No, well,
This is a bullying because you're marking on their street.
no. This
That's
is
why I said,
public.
but
This
you
is
wouldn't be
public sidewalk.
I get that. So it's a street in front of your home. But
Okay.
you wouldn't be okay with that, though, would you?
I don't care what.
Put derogatory terms or anything in front of your house that you didn't agree with.
I don't care.
You wouldn't.
I don't care what
be
people
honest.
write on the
Yes,
sidewalk.
you would. You would be
No.
okay with it.
We have the First Amendment.
If you don't care, then why did you do it here?
We have the First
If you
Amendment.
don't- and I know, and I'm not trying to deter you from doing it. I'm just saying, what if the shoe was on the other foot and someone was doing it in front of your house because they didn't like what you were doing?
I would ignore it and move on with my life. Because who cares?
So why do it?
Just like,
Because they care.
just like you heard about.
That sounds hypocritical to me, is what I'm saying.
Well,
Then if you say I can do it here, but if someone did it to me, it'd be different. That's
no.
what I'm
Why
saying.
would it be
I'm saying
different?
that. No, it's just like. They go around and pick it.
I don't have any social media. I don't get caught up in any of the nonsense.
Well, they've been
Because
in
that's another thing about the news. And I know this for a fact. The news is viewed to have you view it the way they want you to. Why? Because I have a
I know, right? He's upset about the chalk. It's kind of crazy. It's like, dude, what's the problem? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand what
That's why you're getting
the deal is.
Sergeant in the police department. You know what he told me? He said they skew the news to make you believe a certain way. You can't believe everything. So why should you have everything that we see on social media or whatever? But
live stream.
Yeah, you're defending an you're defending an organization. You're defending an organization that is hurting children.
So I'm wearing a postal uniform, I'm defending the government and anything they do to me, right? Because I'm wearing a postal uniform, I'm defending them, right? Because I'm doing my job as they tell me to do it. Even though I might not agree with everything they do in the government, I still work for them, right?
Right, but your
conversation
right now is not directed.
But I'm pushing everything, so I agree with everything the government said just because I work for them.
Neither of us said that.
You're saying everybody here agrees with whatever y'all.
No, I'm saying that you're defending this organization.
I don't like bullies.
We're not.
That's bullying. However y'all want to look at it.
How is don't give them more of your time and money?
So they don't have money.
Do you know how much? Do you know how much money?
No one don't care.
Okay.
You know how much money the government makes a day?
Yeah. Well,
I'm just saying.
Well,
so I can question either way you want to.
I just don't understand why you stopped to.
Because I was curious when I was reading it.
Okay. Yeah. No, well, we explained.
Because that's your opinion of them. I have a totally different opinion. I don't know anything about what they do.
Well, you should do some research. You should do some research.
You wouldn't talk to me if you knew about my background.
Why is that?
Because you don't know my background. You would be scared of me because of my background. Trust me.
Okay.
And believe me.
Well, that you're putting opinions on.
But see,
So
exactly, that's what
Whatever
you're
you
doing.
can just
no,
say,
You're going
whatever
by
that,
what you read in the
no,
media.
no, I'm
So you've
listen.
actually been through it.
No, I'm listening to survivors.
That's what I'm saying. So you actually go through it. So
No,
you know firsthand. So you know those survivors are telling the absolute truth.
I'm trusting that they are telling the
So,
truth.
but you don't.
yeah, I grew up
Well,
in a cult,
Exactly.
which is,
You don't know the truth. You're just assuming because you
no,
go
we're
by
not,
what
we're
they're
not
saying.
assuming.
Unless you were in their shoes, you can't.
So we're not taking the word of just
yeah.
not just one person.
It could be 1,000 people. If you don't want to succeed, like I just said, they can skew the view however they want to.
Well, the fact that he immediately didn't care that she's 13 years old and signing her billion-year contract at 13 years old, like to me, the argument's over. Like if you think that that's fine, that okay, well she got to make that decision, then the argument's over. And the fact that he wanted to pull gender stuff into the argument was like, wait, what? Like the argument's over. So kids cannot consent, and that's that.
They're like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be. That's still manipulating the child. However you look at it.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know how much the government makes a day? That's your best combat. Yeah, yeah.
So we
It,
need to go
he,
into entertainment. Oh, we should be doing entertainment.
it's
Because, oh, they need
it's like he has a lot of pent up something against others, and he's going. Why are you going after this piddly little organization when there's so much bigger things out there? And it's like, you know what? This is the cause I want. Well, as you just said that. This is the cause I want to fight for. I've listened to Serge. I've listened to Laura. I've listened to Nora. I've listened to Liz. I've listened to Liz. I've listened, to Aaron. And their stories are horrific. And it's it's one of those things where it's like, that is why I'm here. I am here because of Laura. I'm here because of Serge. I am here because, of Liz. It the stories are horrific. And I wish I had my cards with me because I had the list. I'm getting them printed out. Granted, he's the postal guy. He'll be back,
Yeah.
so I'll be able to give it to him. I have Liz Gale's list, and I have it coming in a postcard, printed out, and I can give that to him.
So look at these YouTube channels and make your own decision. Are these
Yeah,
guys
but he said he didn't want to do any research. Why would I do that? Why would I do research?
doing?
Yeah. Well, then you can't have an opinion about what I'm saying with my chalk. Yeah, he has no idea how big this is. He doesn't. He doesn't. And part of the thing is the he's saying the chalk is being a bully, and that's you can't. The fact that you can't be a bully to somebody with chalk,
Well,
it's like that's bizarre.
yeah, but, expressing our opinion is somehow preventing other people from practicing their religion. It's like
Well, that's where
that's what KSW.
yeah, and
So, you know,
and that's where he doesn't have the understanding of this isn't really a religion.
yeah.
It's not. It's a
Belief system.
it's a philosophical belief system. There's no worship. There's no God. There's no. I mean, I guess people would say then Buddhism. I guess Buddhism doesn't have a God. It's a philosophical belief system, I guess, kind of too. But yeah, you have to experience yourself. Yeah, he was actually like that was one of the things that he said that Scientologists say. It's like you can't. He's been safe pointed is what's happened. That he's gone in there so many times and he's been safe pointed. So now he's defending their talking points. Mm-hmm. Nope, the word bully isn't an opinion or statement. Yeah, I'll have to think about like what would you consider a bully? Because I would not consider talking on somebody's sidewalk bullying them.
We haven't prevented anyone from going there.
Buddhism definitely has worship. Okay, I guess I need to do a better job of looking into other religions. I don't really have a. I did one religion class in like world religion class way back in school. But it's been a while. Hell, Gear, that's a really good, thing to say. If what they're teaching in here is a true method of getting everyone on the planet better, why not just hand it out for free? Yeah. It's funny though, like I don't understand why he cares. Why does he care?
Yeah, he was a little bit passionate.
Yeah, he was very like that was what I was trying to get at was like, but where's this all this upset coming from? Because he sounded most of all entitled. If there is something I dislike, it is uninformed representation, indignation, like that guy. Huh. A better paradigm to examine would be high demand religions.
That's what I do too.
Hi, Lisa Love. Yeah, it's their postal worker, like their postman, like the guy who brings their mail every day. He's seen us out here multiple times. He has stopped before. He stopped one other time, I think, but he wasn't as like adamant about us doing, stopping doing what we're doing. But I mean, he's been safe pointed. They've told him some kind of a sob story about how, you know, we're bullying them and going against their right to practice their religion. The guy looked postal. No, no. Yeah, auditing Scientology just went live, guys. If you want to go over there and give him a like, we're just going to be out here till after 2, which is I think he just said, yeah, 10 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's a nice person. I'm sure like he's quote unquote standing up for what he believes. It's just for some reason he believes that riding chalk on the sidewalk is bullying, and that's funny that like he was so worked up about it. And I do not get like I'm not sure why he was just like it's fine that she signed a bullying contract at 13. That was her choice. Like wait, what? This is some wind. Wind, goodness. So back here, I don't think I have come back there yet. There is no such thing as a degraded being. You are loved. Then I have the phone number. I should have told him to come read this one. How is that bullying? Didn't even think about that. Should have been like, can you read the one that I wrote about around back? Because I should have had him walk around to the one in back that says there is no such thing as a degraded being. You are loved. Because that one's not bullying.
Yeah.
And then I over here, why is chalk so scary? Because they cleaned it off. Truth matters. You can leave. And the phone number.
We should be able to affect their steps. It's 150.
we'll only be here a few more minutes longer. Just enough time so that 2 o'clock hits and they can't count cleaning the chalk off. Chalk talks. Great chalkology. Well, thank you, Laura. I wouldn't mind if he had actually had correct stats and then what he was talking about. Sounded more like an attempt for 5 minutes. Yeah, it's something. I don't know what the point was. I mean, it was just like he thought that coming over and telling us that we're bullying was I was gonna be like, oh, okay, well, because you said that, I'm just gonna pack up and go home. Yeah. Wait, what? DOA, no charges filed. Interesting. I'll have to go check that out after this. Hi. Yeah, you're fine. No town paper. So that was just his arraignment that happened today. Is that what you're referring to? Is DOA's arraignment? Osa is definitely a bully. I know that's what I should have been. That's what I should have said. Okay, and that's the thing is like in the moment you don't know like the specific things that would be a good thing to say, but you could just be like, we're putting down chalk on a sidewalk isn't bullying. What they do to ex-members is bullying. DOA dressed up in a suit, paid $20 to park, and then they dropped the whole thing. DOA was so worried he couldn't find the changing courtrooms to get a failure to appear. Oh, so I mean, is that kind of what happened last time? Is that there's been so many of those, huh? I mean, not specific, but like it's crazy how much they just want him off the street for those however many minutes, that he's detained. Well, that's good. It's good. No charges are filed. Some people would consider Pearl Snappy a bully, right? Yeah, like yeah. If he thinks what I'm doing with just my Chalktech is bullying, I couldn't imagine what he thinks of Pearl Snappy. She's rocking it out there in Austin. I'm just not a yeller. Like in general, like I don't have the vocal cords to yell, and I've just never been a yeller in my entire life. So. Okay, I see. Yeah, try to bleed him economically. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, failure to appear would get him in way more trouble. Human handcuff machine. Oh, poor guy. Ooh, it is windy out here. My gimbal's really having to work. This connection is blowing, and then yeah, ruined families. They don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's so many other things that, one, he wouldn't let us talk. He just talked right over us. So there was no conversation. It wasn't like he would talk and then we would talk and he would talk. It was just he would talk. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. But he wasn't listening. He just was talking right over us. Yeah. It's like I'm one person. It's like, and this is yeah, and this is what I've chosen to do. You know, I've spent the time listening, like I said, listening to Laura, listening to Serge, listening to Liz, listening to Nora, and all of them, and you know, reading, you know, oh my goodness, I've lost her name, the Bad Cadet, Catherine. I've lost her last name. So reading the Bad Cadet book, I specifically read that book after meeting Diana, because she was in the cadet org, and I wanted to kind of see like maybe what her life would have been like.
Well, I think we've had descriptions of what life in the Sea Org is like. Long
Yeah,
arduous days.
and the fact that he was just like, and you just believe them, and it's like that's all of life is just believing people. You have to make that. You have to make that decision of this is the person that I'm going to believe what they're telling me, and these people are who I'm not going to believe. You know, like and you have to do your due diligence. I mean, I don't just flat out believe everything that, you know, anyone who's an ex-Scientologist says. But I, having heard story after story after story that parallel each other, it's like, okay, you know, there's something to this. I mean, there was a whole 3 seasons worth of material for Leah Remini, so
Do they have all the
to
details?
capitalize on.
Maybe a little bit off in the detail. Nobody has perfect memory.
Yeah, nobody has perfect memory.
Even the
No,
people who've gone clear.
even those who have gone clear.
There may be a few facts, like the Scientology school is not in Dan O'Connor's basement.
Right,
He's bought a house nearby, about a half mile away, and that's where the school is now.
right,
Now, when Reese found it to be in the basement, it probably was in the basement. Meantime, it's not in the basement anymore.
right.
So, should I disbelieve everything that Reese says because of that? No.
Exactly. Oh no, Casey Cat just said that she thinks she re-broke one of her toes last night. Oh, oh, Casey Cat, I'm so sorry. That's awful. Thanks, The Journey. Have a good rest of your day. DOA is like the machine for the PD. Oh gosh.
What? Did I hear DOA? More drama with DOA?
So he went to, I think it was his arraignment was today, and they dropped the charges. Yeah. I mean, it's good though. It's good that they dropped the charges. Okay, Casey Cat. Yeah. Yeah, just text me. I'm so sorry about that though. Oh, they're saying though that the cops took his phone.
Again?
I mean, like, I, I'm just looking at it says DOA asked Laura to get the phone from the cop, but the cop wouldn't give it to her. So I don't know if that was like, I guess when he was arrested previous, like for this court date today or what?
Well, arrested the other night. He tried to hand off his phone when they were
Oh,
That was
okay.
a few days ago for this court date, I assume. Well, he's been live streaming the last few days, so I assume the cop let him keep the phone. Not this original phone that he was arrested a couple of months ago. I don't know if he's ever gotten that one back.
I don't know either. The most recent arrest last week was when they took the phone. Okay.
Okay, I didn't expect they took it.
I don't. I'm just reading what chat says. So.
So,
We've seen this little bike here before.
quite often. I wonder if that's the same guy. Sometimes see the guy who's bicycle and taking it inside.
Hmm.
Maybe the same guy. But yeah, I've noticed that bike there. What's the latest I've seen it for? I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, it's 3:03 now, so we've officially affected their steps for next Thursday.
Um,
Okay.
oh, the guy in the parking lot. Is that the guy that Reese named? He has the suspenders.
Are you talking about Jim McGee?
Maybe, yeah. Is that him?
Jim McGee is black.
He's what?
Black, and he
Oh,
really has
then
trouble.
no, this is a different guy then.
She named L. What's this? Forget the last one.
We've seen this guy before though. Who's standing in the parking lot.
Tall and slender.
Oh, okay. Okay.
L something.
Gotcha. Hey, Jurgen, how's it going? Okay, I probably missed you, but bye, bye, Janelle. DJ Nico, I actually think it's a really good idea. I keep my personal phone separate from the one that I stream with. The phone that I stream with has no personal information on it. The only thing that is logged in on the streaming phone is my YouTube. Um, so if for some reason they were to get a hold of that, they could mess up my YouTube account. But
Until you got to a desktop and changed the password.
well, I could even do it from my other phone though. Yeah. Can you tell your YouTube to log out other devices? Because a lot of times you can do that with different. You can say, "Hey, log out everything else." Because even if you change the password, you're still logged in already. Okay, it's after 2 o'clock.
7 minutes after 2.
Is that another postman? Wait, do they have two postmen?
I don't know. I wasn't close enough to tell if it was the same one.
I don't think it was. I think that was a different guy. Actually, I think. Well, maybe. Do you want to? Yeah, I'll sign off here. Let me just. Okay, guys, we are going to let's see. Let me check that over there. Yep, they still haven't cleaned up that chalk. They will not clean up chalk while we are here. It's really fascinating. So, anyway, whoop, wrong direction. Little bootology there. Okay, well, we're gonna head out. It's after 2, so we are hopefully officially on their stats. I don't know. I don't even know if the chalk or us being here has anything to do with their stats, but it's funny to say. So, okay, well, we're gonna head out. Thank you guys for showing back up again. And if that video works out, I will upload it eventually. So let me just double check chat really quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, yeah, I think we're all caught up. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you in chat. Thank you, Fluffer, for jumping in. Um, I'll chat with you probably shortly. So have a good day, guys. Bye.